Welcome back to another episode of Penny Help Jess. Today is episode 492, and we are doing one of the older, newer style wrappers, if that makes sense. Even the newer wrappers with the red lines in them, there are several variations to it, and in my opinion, the darker ones, which this is, as opposed to the lighter one with the line and the lighter one without the break, and even the way that the numbers and letters are a little bit different between the three of them. So let's see what's what. If it has 10 or more copper, then it is probably more likely one of the older penny wrappers. If it's 6, 7, or 8, then I would say it's one of the newer ones. But by looking at it, well, I don't know. Not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard to tell. Might be a close call. And regardless, we're starting off with a 2014 Shield. 1 zinc down, 1 zinc to go. Oh wow, that's a pretty strong die clash. I don't know if it's because of how dark the coin is. But that's really strong. Unfortunately, there's no head. Just have the back of Lincoln's his back. Everything with inside the columns, nothing's coming out through the stairs. How about the other side? That's the part we see that I was pointing to. They must have polished off the die clash on the front of on the hammer die. No copper pennies yet. But copper is incoming. $2004. The channel's growing at a nice, steady clip. Views, watch time hours, subscribers, and revenue have been going up pretty steady for the past couple months. So that's a nice thing. Keep me around for a little while longer. $2023. No extra V. These are some dirty pennies. Not one copper yet. I have to say that is disappointing. I know there are copper in here. I mean, it's not the end all and be all. But it breaks up the monotony a little bit, you know. I guess that's one of the reasons why I like finding copper pennies is, well, there's a couple reasons actually, right? First of all, if there's no copper in a penny roll in 2025, or even one that's recent, you know, even if I got the penny roll in 2020 a couple years ago, if there's no copper in it, the first thing that's going to come to my mind is that it was cherry picked already. Somebody penny roll hunted through the video. Here, all right, there's a copper right here. See, there's copper. So I know that's not the case. Looks like it has a hard strike, or the collar was out of round. Something interesting is going on there. Probably the collar error, deteriorated collar. So if I look at a penny roll, I don't know what that is. And I see no copper in it, right? Like when I let it out on the desk, it's a nice tone. I haven't found a nice toner in a while. Then I'm not going to penny roll hunt it. I'm just going to put it all into a zinc penny wrapper, or back in the same wrapper, right? Because I'll mark it as zinc, and that will be that. I'm not gonna penny roll hunt through a yeah. More than likely, if there's zero copper in a penny roll, more than likely it's been searched through. That's one thing I have to say. Even though copper is getting more and more scarce, it's virtually impossible to get 50 pennies going to, store, and your change, and that you're going to get zero copper. It's I don't even think it's possible. 88. You see, even from this distance, you can tell there's no serif in the G. I just did the video yesterday on the flared G. You could type in FG into the search bar to come right up. And one of the ways you can tell is that there's a space there. Now, if there wasn't a space there, then I would pull out the my loop and look at it closer. 98, no white AM. Yeah, these are some really, really dirty pennies. Probably gonna have to do another penny roll. We got three copper pennies, and nothing really that interesting. So I will do a second penny roll just to see if we can improve our findings. Wow, that's a bad one, huh? Oh, okay. That's a real deteriorated penny. $2,000. No white AM. Three copper. That's crazy. I'm sorry, 3 or 4? 4. 4 copper pennies. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe that was one of the newer penny rolls. Let's make that 5 copper pennies. So that's 10% copper. Not good. All right, so let's try out one of the ones I thought were the newer ones. Maybe it's the older ones. Maybe I had it backwards. Is this an 89? This is an 89. So that's the flare G right there. So this is what you're looking for. I wish I had this for yesterday's video. You see the line, you can see the serif on the bottom of the G. I might have actually found one once. I remember I put it into a flip with a question mark. Nice 1970. Oh, we're finding more copper all of a sudden. Well, unless it stops. $19.97. No double ear. I think it's the 97 and the 80 something. I don't know if it's the 84 that has the double ear. 1980. $19.84 has a cool surface. Yeah, just a scratch. You have to look at them close to make sure they're not extra metal. The pictures I've seen of the extra metal ones from a distance, they look like a scratch. But upon close inspection, you can see the metal that was pressed onto, stamped onto the coin. Uh, 2017. And 84, I think, is the one with the double ear. Yeah, you got a little bit more copper in this one. That's always a good sign. And if you notice, there hasn't been any. I mean, the nicest copper we found so far out of the 2 rolls is this one. You know, maybe I don't even know if I put this into my BU roll, probably my AU roll. So that's just to show you how, you know, when you find a nice, you know, brilliant copper penny in a, you know, in a customer wrap penny roll, that it's pretty rare. $61D, that's bronze. I see that on the C. I don't know. It's too damaged irregardless. Doesn't even matter. 92, we're looking for the close AM. No close AM. $75. Wow, it's this blue stuff. I wonder what the story is with that. No white AM. Maybe it's some kind of chemical. It's not on all of them. $63. It's a nice looking 63. 83. 83, you know, you're hoping to find a copper one. I mean, you could tell right away. You don't have to weigh them. I mean, you might have to weigh them. I don't have to weigh them. I could tell it's zinc. If I can't tell if it's zinc or copper, yeah, I'm gonna weigh it. Right? That's a really expensive error, but you know, there's a huge difference between the way a zinc and a copper penny looks. I mean, you can see the lines on the surface because it's the copper's electroplated onto the zinc cent, so you can see the line. It's weird looking, you know. Zinc pennies are weird looking. 97. Sometimes I rush through it. I don't know why. I have nothing else to do. I don't know why I'm rushing. 2010. It's got the crimp roll line on it. Yeah, you can see the beginning of the that die chip or that deformity right there, where they always end up being. I always wondered why. It's a really brilliant one, a really bright one, if you want to call it that. So 2 nice pennies. So we'll just keep them there. Yeah, we got a lot more copper out of this one. That's very nice. Well, I hope everyone's having a great day. By the time this video is scheduled, it's going to be pretty warm outside, I'm assuming. And people should be doing some more outdoor activities, going on vacations or planning them. And or just taking some time off or relaxing or enjoying the sun, hiking, hanging out on their porch. So I hope you enjoy all of that. God bless you. And I'll see you on the next one.